Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of MC Eternal. How are you guys doing today? How's life? I was reading through the comments and it seems that some of you guys are not happy with my village. You're saying it's incomplete and it's not functional. And I might confess that statement is not that wrong. Because obviously it's incomplete, no one has food, so it's not functioning. But my problem with that statement is that how dare you speak the truth? But since the truth is out anyways, let us focus a little bit on the village. I see you. And we should probably start by giving them some food. Yeah, that actually takes a lot of durability, so we put Unbreaking 6. Finally, the food is ready. Delicious rat burgers for everyone. You have so much garbage. How long have you been here? Do children also need food? Okay, good. Now that everyone is well fed, it's time to start working on our defenses, and our first line of defense will be a wall. I was trying to set out the layout of our wall, which is going to be 5 wide and maybe 5 or 6 tall, and then I realized a wall without guard towers is like pizza without cheese. So this is not gonna work. Therefore, I decided to design a guard tower. You might notice that it looks very simple and it does not have any details, and the reason for that is very simple. Because we're going to make like 20 of these guys and I'm not going to do that manually. We're going to use the RF Tools Builder. And that is the exact reason that the tower does not have any details. Because if we want to copy it using the RF Tools Builder, there are some limitations and I can do the details later on, after we have copied this like 20 times. In order to copy a building using RF tools, we are going to need 7 space chamber corner blocks. And we are also going to require a space chamber controller block. And obviously, a space chamber card. The way that this is going to work is that we're going to mark all 8 corners of this cube and then copy it into this card. You should be very careful that your entire structure fits within the cube. So for instance, if we put the chamber over here, it's not going to copy these blocks. It's going to start from here. So we're actually going to put them over there. So 7 corners are marked with the corner blocks and the 8th one is marked with the controller. And if you look at Wayla, it will tell you that the chamber is not formed. And what you have to do is to just wrench it. The area is 1200 blocks. Very good. And the only thing that we have to do is to just shift right click with the card, obviously. And if we put the card in a builder, that is the area which is offset. Yes, much better. So if we provide it with the material, it will build it for us. And if you want to know exactly what you're going to need in order to build the tower, you just have to right click. We are being attacked from southeast. This is southeast. Oh, we're gonna miss because they're over there and the missiles will hit here, I think. Yeah, I'm not very good with the timing. That's the problem. Yep, we missed. Well, we got some of them. Almost. I'm going to copy the first tower and I thought we do this one together. We're going to put a chest on top. We're going to provide it with the raw material that it's going to need, and this should be the rough number, I hope. And then we just activate it without the redstone. And it's building it for us. Did you seriously run out of bricks? Interesting. Yeah, apparently I forgot to give it enough bricks, but now it's working. Almost done. Yes! I just have to repeat this every 35 blocks, that way and also that way. Maybe. I thought instead of having them every 35 blocks, we should have them every 45 blocks, because the thing is, these guys are 7 wide. So if we put them every 35 blocks, they will be right next to each other and it doesn't look nice. We have 5 towers in total on this wall, and I also need to make a gate. Yeah, I think if we add another tower over here, this can be our gate. But the thing is, I also don't want to wall the entire village. So what we're going to do is that we're going to continue the wall over here and then connect it to this rock. Well, the wall itself is complete, but it is going to require a crazy amount of details because as it stands, it looks very bad. I even put my banner up there, the Order of the Dracul. Hello. Basically what I have to do is that we're going to require a lot of block variations. So for instance, crack bricks, so that it doesn't look that boring. Maybe some andesite? But these are details and we can do them later on. For now, we're going to go for function. It's not very functional, I know. But we are going to start with a moat. Yeah, the pattern itself is okay, but it's not deep enough. We need to go 1 block lower. It's incredibly difficult to be a vampire and working underwater. And of course, this is my village, so we're not gonna go garbage. We're going to switch everything with stone. Obviously, this is also going to require a lot of block variation, but for now, we just need to fill it in. And thankfully, we have Botania. But Lush, water is not a defensive mechanism. People can just swim. Right? No, they can't, because our mode is going to be filled with zombie piranhas. And they're actually so vicious that they will even attack me. Yes, very welcoming. But that's not all. We're also going to have landmines. I actually haven't tried them. What if you put them on the ground and somebody walks on them? Hello, Baron. They're nice. Yes, very good. What is our contingency plan if they bypass all of our defenses? Of course, we're going to use barbed wire. What is our next ridiculous idea? Tesla coils. Obviously. Actually, I just realized that it's not going to go so well with our piranhas, because it's going to electrocute them as well. But in any case, if they're not careful, that's not my problem. So we should be incredibly careful not to electrocute ourselves. So we have to set the voltage to high. Inverted. How do you put it on high? From the bottom? No, from the top? No, shift? Ah, okay, with shift. So, voltage on high. Oops, it's not the best, I know. We just cover it and run. Yeah, I think you should configure it first and then hook it up to power. Where the hell am I? Huh, retrieving our stuff is going to be a challenge because that can still electrocute me. We take it and run. Can I break you from here? Yes, our Tesla coils are operational, but I do have a sad news. Most of our piranhas are dead. Yeah, that section of the wall is going to defend us against raiders who will spawn in the northeast section. But the thing is, in the northwest section, we have a different story because I cannot have Tesla coils. If you haven't noticed, I hate you. They spawn more often than you think and it's getting slightly frustrating. But the thing is, I was going to say that in the northwest section, which is here, we cannot have Tesla coils because this is right next to my base. And I walk here. So Tesla coils are a no-go. We're going to have chemical throwers, and for our chemical throwers, we're going to use blazing pyrotium. So we're going to need a magma crucible on top of an ME interface, and this time I'm going to enable auto input. Yes, I learned. We're going to upgrade it and augments. Oh, we're actually being attacked from the northeast. Aha. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Mines are not the best. Our Tesla coils are effective. Did you seriously pathfind through a hole? Oh my goodness. There are holes in our walls. Sure, we'll be back. Yeah, literally. I forgot to fill it in. So as I was saying, we're going to have a magma crucible on top of an ME interface. We're going to put a crafting card and we're going to tell it to export 1 stack of blazing pyrotium, which will go inside the magma crucible, and if we provide it with power, it's going to make us blazing pyrotium, which will go in an ender tank. And it's getting full. Very good. This is literally the easiest setup that we can have because the turrets only require blazing pyrotium and RF. Why aren't you connected? There is a slight issue with every single quantum entangler and flux point in this pack, and I don't know what it is. Because you have to update all of them. Anyway, this guy is full of blazing pyrotium, it has RF, and it's going to attack neutrals. Because I think the raiders are neutral. Do you need redstone? We can test. Come. Yeah, maybe you need redstone. I was hoping you don't. Huh, can I invert you? Yes, so you don't need the lever. I think we are ready. Let's try this again. Come here. Yes. Very good. Just before we continue with the other 2 remaining sections, I would like to remind you that I'm fully aware that walls are not very effective in keeping people out. So the main purpose of our northern wall is not to hinder people from getting in. It is to stop you from getting out. Because there is no retirement from hell. For the southeast section, why am I holding a flower? You go back. Yes, as I was saying, for the southeast section, we're going to use railguns, and we're going to have a coastal battery. We have railguns on auto crafting. That is nice. Give me 10. And can you make me 10 of these? No. Why? Oh, generally speaking, I gave them food, I gave her an axe, and she is not providing me with wood. I'm already auto crafting the bullets that we are going to need in order to operate the railguns. And this is the color. Okay, cool. I just discovered something very interesting. So you cannot put open modular turrets right next to each other. What? Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's okay. Yeah, actually it seems that I know what I'm talking about. You cannot put it here. So there should be a 2-block gap. And I think the reason for that is because you can put the turrets on any side. And if you have them with 1-block gap, then if you put a turret in the center, the system will not know which one to use. I guess? Yes, I know. It made a lot of sense. So instead of 10, we're going to go with 6. They don't look very nice. What if we put it like this? Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that is nice. I like that. And obviously I know it's not finished yet, but generally speaking, I think it will look decent. And since all of them are right next to each other, I guess what we can do is that we can have only one flux point and one ender chest. And we just give you speed upgrades and round robin. Good. We also want you to attack neutrals. It's okay because my villagers will be out of range anyways. I was also checking what kind of upgrades we can use for our turrets. Accuracy is not necessary because a railgun is 100% accurate. Efficiency is... oh! We're operational. I was checking the tooltips and they spawned. That is good. Yeah, that's really good. So I don't need another one. I was thinking I should make another one here, but that's enough. Yes, the upgrades. So we're going to have range and then we should have damage. Oh, damage is expensive. Uh-oh. For the moment, this is going to be our coastal battery. It is covered in nether steel, one of the strongest material in the game, and we have 6 railguns. And the best part is, they're fully upgraded with damage and range, and they have a range of 45 blocks. You can go to 46, but I was like, let's keep it like a nice number. Anyway, basically what that means is that when the raiders spawn over there, they are already in range. They can also cover that area, obviously, and also a little bit of over there. Thankfully for us, our village is out of range. So if I find a mob over here, I can show it to you. You, follow me. Move. Yes, mobs are idiots. Yeah, you see? Now he was in range. This means that I'm taking the safety of my villagers very seriously. Can I bring you in range? Because I hate you. Yes. Very nice. Also, I do understand that this is a very incomplete building, but the idea is that I'm going to cover it with a fake mountain, so it will look natural. But that is actually for later on because we have one more section to fix. And this one is over here. They are everywhere. I'm so pretty and witty and like. So for this next bit, I do not have anything very complicated in mind. We are going to try and use a relocation obelisk from Ender.io. Oh, and by the way, that is death. That is liquid death, but this is Hades. It's slightly irrelevant, but he's not death. Oh, this has such a crazy recipe. You need to first make an aversion obelisk. And for those of you who don't know, an aversion obelisk prevents mobs from spawning, but we actually want them to spawn. So we're going to make the Relocator obelisk. Again, for those of you who don't know, this item is actually very neat. So the way it works is that you have to put it on the ground, like so. You have to give it power, and then you're going to need to put a capacitor, and that will determine its range, which is huge. And then if you capture a mob in a soul vial and put him inside, look what happens. Hopefully. It will transfer every mob of the same type to its working area, which is marked in red. And the way that we're going to set it up is that we're going to have a giant pit. We're going to put it exactly in the center. We're going to put a mob inside, and then I want jellied cryotium. Yes, this one. Actually, I'm going to need more than 40 buckets, so if we upgrade you, you will not lose the fluid. Good. It's a 7x7, so we need 49 buckets. I want to cover the entire area with jellied cryotium, and this is going to be incredibly dangerous because if I fall in, I'm dead. How do you empty? Oh yeah, yes, exactly like that. I just need more jellied cryotium. And also I have to wait for the raiders to spawn so that I can capture one of them in a soul vial. Of course we could have dropped them in liquid death as well, but the problem is if you drop them in liquid death, you will get the loot. I don't want the loot. And for covering it, I'm using black concrete, and this is dreadstone from Ice and Fire. You actually get a lot of them from loot crates, and you can also craft them. They are nice. What is going on? Oh, I did it with the spiders. They were irritating. The only problem is we haven't been raided yet, so I do not have raiders in a soul vial. It's okay, I can wait. Oh, and by the way, I do notice that sometimes spiders get stuck, but the thing is, eventually they will fall into jellied cryotium. It's inevitable anyways. I would say that if next time we get raided, we're good. Also, I do understand that this was the easiest one to make, but I love this one the most because of the blocks. It's so nice. I love the sparks. They're nice. But enough of playing around with the village, let's have some fun. I want to go on a very small adventure in order to find a very specific mob. But before we go there is something that I want to do. One of you guys was suggesting that I should add a mod to the pack, which adds more enchantment books. Of course, this is something that we will do later on, but it made me realize I have no idea what any of them do, the ones which we already have. So I did some reading. There's a mod in the pack called COFH Core, and the thing is, it has an enchantment book called Vorpal. The rest of the enchantment books were self-explanatory. So for instance, holding gives you extra space in a satchel, insight gives you XP boost, leech gives you life leech, obviously. Multi-shot is obvious. If you have smashing on your pickaxe, you will get 2 pulverized dust instead of the ore, and if you have Vorpal, you will get beheading. But the thing is, it will also give you a secondary boost, and the secondary buff that it will give you is a percentage of doing extra damage. So a Vorpal 3 will give you 30% chance of doing extra damage. But the thing is, we have the compound bow, so if we combine the books, yes, we get the 6th one. So we drop you with a book, disenchant, and we put it on a sword. Oh, 35 levels. Oh, and by the way, some of you guys were asking me what are the enchantments on my sword. This is it. And in case you're wondering, this is the bow. We also have a red gem from the Between Lands, and it will give me strength when attacking. That's nice. Crimson gem. The question is, who do we test it on? Is there a vampire baron or something? Hopefully. Yeah, 80 is not that much because I can one-shot them anyway. The powerful Bill, 300 health. Okay, that's not much. That's also not much. Well, there is a chance of doing a lot of damage, so we need a mob which has a lot of health. So a vampire baron should be okay. So he has 400 health. What? What? I would say that is a very successful test. Anyhow, the mob that we're going to try and find is going to require lightning. So we need to make one of you. No, you need gas tiers for everything. Can I buy it? No? Why? There is a bug that sometimes when you log in, you don't have any coins. So we need to get some coins. Yes, that's plenty. Can we buy like 100? Yeah, it says single shot. Oh, I don't need to. So do you summon lightning? Yes. We need to find a village, and if I remember correctly, there used to be a village over there, and we are looking for a plague doctor. So you come with me. I'm looking for a very specific rat, and if I'm not wrong, if this guy gets hit by lightning, he will convert into Black Death. Yes, we run. Yes, I did not think this through. Actually, these are also useful. Give me the big guy. You can do it. Yes, that guy. The big one. Just the big one. Come. Yes, we have him. This is getting slightly out of control. We have to kill you. Okay, in all honesty, he has 8,500 health. So it's not going to be easy. Now that I'm back from our crazy adventure, there is something that I have to do. One of you guys suggested in the comments that the beacon should not be cyan. He suggested that it should be red. And I like that a lot. That's so nice. Also, the plan that I have for these beautiful creatures that you see in front of you are going to be carried out next episode. We're going to open hell. Actually, I should get rid of them now, because I don't think they will despawn. Another very important comment that I received was regarding Gustavo. You said he's lonely, so I brought him a friend. A very handsome friend. Hello, I miss my face. Whatever you do, don't go out. The safest place is here, cause I'm literally the most dangerous mob around. Also, I got this site from the Black Death and it says summons black clouds on attack. Do you? I don't know what it does. So do I have to do it like this? Ew, that's actually a decent amount of damage. But even if we upgrade this guy completely, it's not even comparable to our sword, so we're not gonna use it. And just to make sure that our sword is actually powerful, I did find a Cyclops, and we're gonna fight him, and see if it works. Cause if I'm not wrong, he has like 1500 health. Yeah, you see? It's fine. Although, now that I'm thinking, this could be a really bad idea, cause he can technically one-shot me. I think. And he's a boss. No, he's not a boss. Okay, I'm dead. Terrible idea, I know. Yeah, we take a soul from here. Where is my grave? Should we try this again? Maybe I should blind you first. Yes, now he's blind. Well, I hit him 3 times with a bow, but he took also 3 shots from the sword. So I'm guessing that's a huge upgrade anyways. Hello, my friend. And he's gone. What did I just tell you? In order to stop him from going out, we're gonna put a barrier block over here. So he should not be able to pass. Oh, you cannot put a door. Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly. This is much better. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.